In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a concept called keyword mapping. It's a very important concept. It's how most professional SEO marketers and large companies actually do their SEO. They work from this. And I would actually like you to do this along with me for your business and have that as your exercise because this is very important. It's going to help you organize your SEO tremendously. And if you're a freelancer, this will set you apart from all the other freelancers because this is like a higher quality service. It's one of the most professional things you can do in SEO keyword research if you're presenting keywords to a client. So the first step is to gather all the possible keywords that your business can rank for. And this process might take you about an hour. You would go through all the keyword tools, you would use your creativity, you would use a whole bunch of ideas, and it would just be a mind dump of a million keywords you can think of in every variation because you want right now to find all the keywords so that if you eventually rank for all of them, you'll give your business the absolute highest potential. And in a second, we're going to narrow them down. The first way to narrow them down is to break them up between are they important for you or are they kind of secondary importance? Most of the time in most businesses, that decision is solely on how lucrative are those keywords. I made a test example for you for something that I might do. So let's go over it. And I'm going to show you how to do all of this using free tools, Google Docs and Google Sheets. There are more sophisticated tools for doing this, but they are not free. Like for example, SEMrush, which we're going to actually cover later in this course. But here, I just wanted to make sure that I'm doing it with free tools so that no matter what your budget is, you can still do this and follow along. Let's say somebody's searching for a phrase like business plan for a restaurant. There's no sign or a guarantee that they're looking to pay. They may be looking for a tutorial, most likely free, at least as a starting point. You may upsell them something later, but it's really a lot harder to upsell from a piece of content like a blog post than from a sales page. Now, on the other hand, let's say somebody is searching for course discounts or online business courses. You know that these people, they understand that they have to pay for this, especially if they're already looking for discounts. They understand they have to pay and they already want the courses. So these would be more lucrative. The same thing with business coaching because people know they have to pay for that. So these kinds of terms would be higher priority to rank for because they are more lucrative. And maybe the same with these business books. And so here you just want a lot of keyword variation and break them down between important and less important. Long term, you want to rank for all of them, but you want to prioritize the most important ones because you're probably going to end up running into this issue of like having too many keywords and being stuck like which one to rank for first. That's why we need this priority. Now, once you have these keywords, we are ready for step 2. For step 2, I'm showing you my actual real Excel file where I track all my keywords. So you'll notice on column C right here, I have a lot of my keywords that I'm trying to rank for. Notice they're lucrative. And if you're not familiar with what this is, PLR courses or PLR books, PLR is a sort of licensing. Long story short, it's a pretty lucrative keyword for me. So it's an important one for me. And you see that I organized my keywords and I created pieces of content already. In your case, what you would do is plan which keywords are you going to target with which pieces of content. Some keywords, like the main keywords that your business is about, you can probably try to rank for that with your homepage. Some keywords that lead to sales of your products, well, maybe they're product pages. Some keywords that maybe feel like they'd be best covered in a blog post, like a how-to blog post or something, an educational blog post, well, that would be a blog post. So this way, what's really happening is you're creating your content strategy. Now, I'll give you a more advanced tip here. You don't just have to think about Google SEO here. You can also add, well, let's say you wanted to rank for PLR courses, you can rank for that on YouTube as well. Or obviously books, well, you probably want to rank for those keywords on Amazon and on Google. So there are other search engines which may be a fit for you. And so I want to show you how I broke this down. For example, in my case, you see coaching, courses, and PLR. These are the more lucrative things that I do. And I have all these pages that I'm trying to rank. And you see on the keyword ranking, next to the keyword, I have like a little spot where I note where I'm ranking now. And so what I do is every month or every 2 months, I come back and I look these over and I check where am I ranking. You can check where you're ranking in the Google Search Console, which is a free tool Google provides, which is a tool that I'll be showing you in this course. But also, you can simply check it by going to Google and searching that keyword and see where you are. Nevertheless, the most important thing is every once in a while, like every month or every 2 months, come back and do something else to that page to make it rank higher. Like maybe build some links to it, maybe add some content, maybe add some rich media like photo or video, maybe make it faster, or many of the things we're going to be covering in this course so that you can constantly come back over it and do more things to help it boost its ranking. Because the mistake most beginner marketers make, they find keywords, they make a page, and they think great, and they never come back to that page again. They never check. Professional SEO marketers and big companies, they work from something similar to this. Maybe it's a tool, maybe it's Excel, but it's organized, and they make sure to come back and check their keywords and where they rank. Because this right here is your path to revenue. If you're number one, you're making money. If you're on page 3 of Google, you're making next to nothing from that same page or same product. So it's really important, and results are exponentially different. So that's how to do keyword mapping, which actually will help you create your entire content strategy, not just for Google, but for other websites. And the best part about this is that you're not randomly creating content. Because a lot of first-time marketers, they begin and they don't know where to start. So they think, I'll write some blog post, but it's not an informed decision of what to write. Now, every decision you'll make of which content to produce will be highly informed without assumptions. And lastly, the one thing I want to show you is, well, sometimes some keywords are way too competitive. For example, let's look at a keyword like business plan. How do you tell if it's too competitive to rank for? I actually just go to Google and I look at my competitors. So here we are in Google. I'll scroll past the ads, and what I'm really looking for is, are the top 10 search results just absolutely filled with like $1 million companies and really authoritative companies that I cannot break in? So of course you got SBA.gov, government, huge website. B Plans, it's a really big site. Entrepreneur.com, another Entrepreneur Inc. magazine, Score, Forbes, Shopify, gigantic site, Harvard Business Review. Oh my God, these are some of the most authoritative, gigantic organizations and companies in the world. I cannot break in here. So what did I do? I made this content for YouTube, Udemy, Amazon. So for example, on Amazon, if I search for business plan, you'll see that my book, these are ads, and you'll see that my book is the number 2 search result. And for the longest time, it was number 1. So you see, this is a way where like, you don't want to climb Mount Everest. You want to walk around it and see, are there better places to do business? So you see, there's many different places where I was able to much more easily rank for these keywords, precisely because of just this tiny amount of research. You'll exactly know where you'll get the most reward for your work for your most important keywords.